There we go. All right.
Okay, we ready?
Yep.
Are you
Ready.
good? Okay. So I know we've answered this before, but options and the edits for us are always great. So with a lot of energy, and Megan, I'd love for you to start this one off.
Sure.
What type of kitchen behavior pisses you off when you're baking and trying to get the job done?
Okay, the type of kitchen behavior that pisses me off, you know, in the work environment, we're trying to get things done, is just, you know, slow, unproductive, messy, unorganized people. Like, I touched your knee, I'm sorry. It drives me nuts. I was at work one time, and, you know, I'm the decorator, so in order for me to start my job, the baker needs to bake all of her stuff, or his stuff, they gotta bake it, and then I start doing my stuff. What they would bake, like, they'd probably bake, like, yellow cakes or chocolate cakes. Then they would stop, they would wash the dishes, take their time, maybe bake some cookies, then they'd start baking all of the rest of the cakes. Like, it just didn't make that sense to me. Like,
Right.
there's no order. You need to do it, you know, bake everything all at once. That way the oven's on one time. You're not wasting all that energy. And it's just...
It's very frustrating.
Like, it doesn't... I mean, and you understand it. Kim understands it. And, I mean, some people, you know, they don't get it. But it's not that hard to understand. It's
not. I fully agree with Megan, but I would think the kitchen behavior that pisses me off the most is when people mess with ovens without checking with somebody else first.
Oh, and if they leave the mixer on speed 3...
Oh,
that's
yes.
a good surprise.
Oh, yes. When you get flour blasting in your face.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Personally, like I've said, I work in a restaurant, so I have to do all of our desserts in the same ovens that my entire line is using to make whatever they're making for dinner. So I will come in and I'll make, like, say my creme brulees, and they have to go in a very low oven for a certain amount of time. And I will walk away from them because I put them in and they are good. I've set the timer, I can walk away, start something else. And the guys will come in and just crank my oven up to like 400 degrees and just ruin an entire batch of creme brulees. And then I get raged, and then they wonder why I'm so mad at them. But when you don't do your work and you mess up my work, I get very angry. It's definitely a rage moment there, and I think that would probably be like my top rage inducer, is messing with my ovens.
Are you guys confrontational people? Like, if you're in a team setting and somebody does something like that, like really inconsiderate, are you the type of people to address it with them? So start off with, we are or we aren't confrontational, and explain.
Kim's confrontational.
I am not confrontational.
She is.
I might yell, but I get over it really quick. And if it's somebody, like, I might confront Megan if she did it, but if it's somebody, like, I don't know them or they're on a different team, I will probably rage to Megan.
No, she will go to the team.
I will not.
Don't let her fool you.
I have never attacked somebody verbally without knowing them very well first. I'm more aggressive towards my friends than I am towards a random stranger. But I would have to say I can be. It depends on the level of how bad you screwed me up.
In a competition, it would be a big deal.
It would be a very big deal, and I
definitely have to say something.
I would probably say something. I don't know that I would get very aggressive about it.
We'd just be vocal.
I would be very vocal.
Yeah.
I'm a loud person when I'm not upset, so when I am upset, it's kind of scary. I would say Megan probably would be the pacifist there. She would just kind of be... I would hear about it later, but I don't think Megan would confront anybody about it.
If it really screwed us up, I'll say something. But if we can deal with it, or if I could just have you say something.
Okay. I get to be the bad guy. Yay!
Yeah.
Describe your team's competitive nature. What type of competitors would you be on the show? Explain. And Meg, I'd love for you to start this one off again.
Sure. Okay. We would be very competitive on the show. I mean, when even working together in school, we were competitive. Even if we were in the same team, we're competitive. Like,
yes.
I'm gonna beat you to the mixer. I'm gonna make my bread faster than you. Like,
I just hate you for that.
Like, and I'm gonna put my cake or my stuff in the oven before you get it there.
Yep. And we were always racing to get each other, one up each other on everything.
Yeah.
I think that carries over a lot though too, because we would be that team that's gonna be aggressive and we're gonna do whatever it takes to win.
Right.
But we're not gonna sabotage another team or be that team that just.
We like to win fair and square.
We are definitely fair, but we're fun.
But very competitive.
Very much so.
And we always have like our eye on the other teams, just making sure that we got a step in front of them. Just,
right.
What are they doing? Oh, they're doing that. Okay, we need to do this now.
They're doing sugar. They're doing chocolate. We need to make a sugar sculpture to go on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how far will you go to win? And what will your team do to win and why? Give examples. Like, how far will you push it to win?
Well, our team will go as far as it takes to win. We will work all through the night. We will get, work on zero sleep. We will work through injuries, through, burns or cuts.
Oh, yes. You just duct tape and keep going.
Yeah.
Coffee is our best friend at this point. If it means we are up until 3 a.m. piping or carving or doing whatever we need to do, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We will make sure that ours is the best and that it is on point.
Yeah.
I'd love for you to look in the camera and give a really high energy, really punchy message to the competition and the other teams who are trying to get your spot on the show.
Okay.
This is our spot. We will win this show. This is for us.
We have what it takes. We're not backing down.
We're coming
after you guys, so watch out.
Yep. We will win this show. There's no question.
Perfect. You guys have seen competition shows. There are clear types of competitors on a lot of these. The sweetheart, the drama queen, the type A, bitchy type. Who is your team and why? How are you going to fit into the cast?
I would have to say our type on this show would be we're the comedic team.
We're very comedic.
We're high energy and we're fun.
Intense.
And intense. And funky. But we like to have a lot of fun and we like to be out there and whimsical and fun and energetic, and I think we bounce off each other so much that we bring this whole element of entertainment that's not just about sit there and just get the job done. We're gonna make you enjoy watching us work.
And, people will be able to relate to us. I feel like just
we have a lot of we're the girls next door kind of a situation because we're the people that you everybody knows somebody. Everybody knows a Megan and everybody knows a Kim. They're like, oh my goodness, that's just like my friend.
Right.
And I feel that that's how we would fit into the show. Is people are just gonna look at us and go, yep. We know them.
Yeah.
We know that girl.
I think you mentioned before in your other video that when you're hard at work, it's not just silent. Like, Meg might be, like, funking out a little bit or, like, what is the dynamic like when you guys are working and why is it entertaining?
When I'm working...
I like to joke around a lot. So if I'm working with Kim, I like to screw up her stuff sometimes, like in a good way, like not screw up, just like if she's like trying to ice the cake,
she's gonna rearrange my bag so that I grab the wrong color,
or like I'll flip her turntable over and put like buttercream on the bottom side, so when she's spinning it, it's all over her hand. Or if she's trying really hard to ice the cake, I'll take some crumbs and just throw them in her cake.
Thanks. We do like to have fun though, and personally, when I'm at work, we always have music playing. Yeah. And
Kim will start dancing with her cakes.
Dance, and I dance with my cakes, and I get teased about it at work all the time. The guy I work with most, he'll turn around and I'm just grooving out, dancing while I'm decorating.
I don't dance with my cakes, but I'll talk to them.
She does talk to her cakes. It's kind of funny to watch.
They don't talk back, but...
When they do, it's even worse. You've been there too long.
You've been at work too long. When...
Yes. See, and I would be that person. I would probably just switch her bags around or switch the tips on her bag so she goes to pipe leaves and they come out purple instead of green.
Right.
How would you describe your style? Because I feel like, you guys have a fun, funky style. So how's your style different from a lot of the other decorators and bakers out there?
Our style, it's fun, it's funky, it's very whimsical. We like to do make these beautiful edible pieces.
Right. We like to bring art to life or make art edible. I mean, if you're making Dr. Seuss, then you make Dr. Seuss. You have green eggs and you have ham.
Right.
And you make it fun. And,
you know, I want our customers to be able to, you know, just walk in and see their cake and be like, God, that's a sexy cake. Like,
or, you know,
like how pretty, you know, I just want them just to stare at it. Like,
where they don't want to cut it because it's just that awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think we are very whimsical and very energetic, and even in our cakes, like
Yes.
they don't
Like-
just, they're not bland and dull colors.
Like-
They pop.
our energy, just you can kind of see it in our cakes. Like, we're
Right.
just,
We put ourselves a lot into what we do,
Right.
and they are intense.
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 Cool. So, why do you want to be on this show so badly? How badly do you need this opportunity? Why is it important? And what will happen if you're not selected? So, I want to see a lot of energy and passion with this answer.
Right. We want to be on this show so bad. I mean, it would just jumpstart our dreams. You know, we've had to put our dreams on hold so many times.
Right.
And it's just, would be the boost we need.
The boost that would help us just get over that hurdle to where we can start making our dreams reality
Right.
now instead of 10 years down the road.
Exactly. And when we still have, you know, the energy we have now, and
we're still in love and still passionate about what we do.
Right.
Whereas, you know, people 20 years down the road start getting so burnt out by the industry. We don't want to be that couple of people trying to make things happen when we're falling tired. You know, we want to be able to bring this energy to our area.
In our life, if they just, you know, keep reoccurring, then we just keep pushing our dreams back further, you know.
And that's not fair to ourselves or our families.
Right.
And I think this show would be a great opportunity for us. Not only will it help us pursue those dreams, but it'll help us make a name for ourselves.
Yes, and we'll become more, you know, confident, and you know,
people are going to see us and they're going to be like, you guys are the girls that were on TV, you on the show.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be like, all right, we have utmost confidence that you can do whatever we're asking you to do.
Right.
And I feel that would help us a lot in being productive and successful in our goals.
Right. Exactly. If we were for any reason not chosen,
which I don't see why they wouldn't choose
Kim
us
would-
because we're awesome.
Kim would bawl her eyes out.
I might cry.
So would
I
I would too. But
I would probably have a little tear.
yeah. But you know, that wouldn't stop us. We would keep.
We're still
pushing
gonna
towards our
push,
dreams.
you
Yeah,
know.
even if we keep getting, you know, pushing them back, we're
We're never
keep,
giving up.
Yeah, we're gonna keep working towards them, and anything we can do.
And if we don't get on, if for some reason, you know, God forbid, you don't choose us, we'll just keep auditioning.
Yeah, we'll just keep
every
bothering you.
season until you finally pick us to get rid of us.
Exactly.
Megan, can you tell me like a funny line about how you beat the show so you can move out of your mother-in-law's house?
Oh my god. If we got on the show, we could finally move out of my mother-in-law's house, which I am extremely grateful. But it's not our place, it's not our own. But it would, we would have our own space back, and that would be amazing.
Yes.
Nothing against you, Patty. I love you. It's just, I know you want your own space too, so it really would work out for both of us.
And I'm sure Patty's tired of listening to Meatball.
Yeah, he barks a lot, so...
Well, wait, can you say my wife and I can move out? Because
Yes.
I don't want them to get confused and
Sure,
think
okay.
that,
Yes.
you guys are married.
Okay. Yes. If we'd be able to get on the show, we would, if we could, if we won, if we were for some reason, or, awesome, if we won,
Right.
My wife and I and our 2 dogs would be able to move out of my mother-in-law's house. I'm very, very grateful that she's letting us live there. It's very helpful in our situation. And I love her, and, I'm sure she wants her own space, and we want ours, and it would work out for both of us, I think. We would both
She would
win.
stop having to wear earplugs from listening to Meatball bark.
No, we wear earplugs, because she snores really loud. Really loud. Yeah, but
She loves you, Patty. I promise she does.
I'm sure I snore too, and it's cool.
All right, last team. Our last question. Why is your team going to win? What do you have that other teams don't?
What
A
do we
lot of
have?
energy.
What do we have that other teams don't have?
We have Kim. So we're gonna win.
We have Kim. We have Megan and Megan's decorating skills. And we have drive.
We have drive, and
we have
will not give up,
ambition, and we have perseverance,
energy,
and we've learned over the years how to adapt and just jump over those hurdles that get put in front of us, and we will just be amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Together
we're fantabulous. There's no beating us together. Separate, we're amazing. Together, it's just like more amazing than you can. There's no word for more amazing than what we are.
Got it.
Perfect. You guys did such a good job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, so I want you to upload
Okay.
this video to YouTube for me, and then I want you to send me in pictures that you have, especially of the cakes that you mentioned, if I don't already have them ready. I know I have the Barbie doll and the lo mein cake, which is so cool, but any other ones that you talked about specifically, I want to make sure I have on camera.
Sure.
Or a picture of, and anything else that you think would be really fun for us to see, I'd love to see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome. And just send me the link